The year 1914. Europe, a tinderbox of alliances and rivalries, erupted. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo ignited the fuse. Germany, a rising power under Kaiser Wilhelm II, pledged unwavering support to Austria-Hungary, the aggrieved party. This fateful decision set in motion a chain of events that plunged the continent into the abyss. Germany, embracing the Schlieffen Plan, sought a swift victory over France. This ambitious strategy envisioned a flanking maneuver through neutral Belgium, encircling French defences. However, the plan encountered fierce resistance. Belgium's defiance bought precious time for the French and British to mobilize their forces. The initial German advance, though rapid, stalled near the Marne River. The French, bolstered by British reinforcements, halted the German onslaught. This first major clash shattered the illusion of a quick victory. Europe braced itself for a protracted and bloody conflict. The Great War, as it became known, had begun in earnest. The Western Front, a jagged scar across France and Belgium, became synonymous with the horrors of modern warfare. Millions of soldiers found themselves locked in a deadly embrace, facing an enemy entrenched just meters away. Machine guns, artillery, and poison gas transformed the battlefield into a nightmarish landscape of mud, blood, and barbed wire. Years of brutal fighting yielded minimal gains. Battles like Verdun and the Somme descended into senseless slaughter. Millions perished in futile attempts to break the stalemate. Germany, facing a two-front war, found itself increasingly strained. The resources of the Central Powers dwindled as the conflict dragged on. The entry of the United States into the war in 1917 tipped the balance. Fresh American troops and supplies bolstered the Allied war effort. Germany, exhausted and facing internal unrest, launched a desperate gamble in 1918. The Spring Offensive, a last-ditch attempt to break the Allied lines, ultimately failed. The failure of the Spring Offensive sealed Germany's fate. The German army, demoralized and depleted, could no longer sustain the fight. Mutinies erupted within its ranks, a reflection of the growing discontent on the home front. The German people, weary of war and facing severe shortages, demanded an end to the bloodshed. Faced with imminent collapse, Germany sought an armistice. On November 11, 1918, the guns fell silent. The Great War, a conflict that had claimed millions of lives and reshaped the political landscape of Europe, came to an end. Germany, burdened with blame and reparations, faced an uncertain future. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, imposed harsh terms on the defeated nation. Germany lost territory, faced strict limitations on its military, and was saddled with crippling financial obligations. The treaty, intended to prevent future German aggression, instead fostered resentment and instability. The interwar period witnessed the rise of extremist ideologies in Germany. The humiliation of defeat, coupled with economic hardship, created fertile ground for political radicalism. Among the disaffected, the National Socialist German Workers' Party, led by the charismatic but ruthless Adolf Hitler, gained traction. Hitler's ideology, a toxic blend of nationalism, anti-Semitism, and territorial expansionism, resonated with a population seeking scapegoats and a return to greatness. The Nazis promised to restore German pride, overturn the injustices of Versailles, and secure Lebensraum, or living space, for the German people. The Nazi Party's rise to power culminated in Hitler's appointment as Chancellor in 1933. Germany, once a champion of democracy, succumbed to totalitarian rule. Hitler consolidated his grip on power, eliminating political opponents, suppressing dissent, and transforming Germany into a militarized state bent on conquest. World War II erupted in September 1939 with Germany's invasion of Poland. The Nazis unleashed a new form of warfare, blitzkrieg or lightning war. This strategy relied on speed, surprise, and overwhelming force to achieve rapid breakthroughs. German tanks, supported by dive bombers and mobile infantry, smashed through Polish defenses. Poland, abandoned by its allies, fell within weeks. The swiftness of the German victory shocked the world. France and Great Britain, honoring their treaty obligations, declared war on Germany. However, both countries remained hesitant to engage in another costly conflict. The initial phase of the war in the West was characterized by an eerie period of inactivity known as the Phony War. German forces occupied positions along the French border while the Allies remained entrenched behind the Maginot Line. This stalemate would be shattered in the spring of 1940.